A pleasant good afternoon to all of you. Our research title is Fear of Missing Out and Self-Construal of Young Professionals in San Pablo City. Before we started, I would like to introduce first myself. Hello everyone, I'm assigned to be a leader of Group 6 3A from BS Psychology. I'm Jessamine Nicole de Berino, and this is my group members. Alvarez Kian, Barcenas Janeline, De Leon Bernadette, Fetisanon Alexel, Matanggihan Arisa May, and lastly, Sapa Jan Rio. Chapter 1, The Problem and Review of Literature, Introduction. So first, what is FOMO? According to Scott, year 2021, FOMO, or fear of missing out, refers to the feeling of perception that others having more fun, living better lives, or experiencing better things than you are. It involves also a deep sense of envy and affects self-esteem. Based on our research, the other term of FOMO is FOBO, means fear of better option, by Patrick McGinnis. So nakilala ang FOMO noong year 2004. For short, ang FOMO ay yung mga tao na ayaw out of date, out of place sa isang bagay. At ayaw nila na parang nahuhuli sila kasi nakakaramdam sila na mapag-iwanan sa isang bagay. So, ang kadalasan na nakakaranas ng FOMO is yung mga katulad natin na mga young, lalo na mga young professionals na natatakot na mapag-iwanan, makamali sa isang bagay, lalo na sa profession nila. So, syempre, hindi naman maiwasan na maramdaman yung ganong bagay. So, kasi diba tayo, gusto natin laging updated, laging alam yung mga nangyayari sa paligid para alam natin, diba? Inform tayo kung ano yung mga bagay-bagay na nangyayari dito sa mundo. So, syempre, ganun din sa mga young professional. So, yung iba kasing mga young, diba, na gusto is hindi magkakamali, tama yung ginagawa, so nako-conscious sila sa mga bagay-bagay na ginagawa nila sa kanilang trabaho.
For the people to know that they are likable, it is measured by the number of likes, followers, and shared posts in social media. A lot of events in other people's lives are almost picture perfect when you look at their posts, as if their looks, careers, and life as a whole are always happy. That is the time that you would look at your own. Are you pretty or handsome as they are? Are you successful enough? Do you have many followers? Are you sure you are good enough? You sometimes doubt of what you are because as if you are invisible. Nobody likes your newly posted shoes. Nobody commented on your new hairstyle. Nobody PM you that they love your new outfit. As if the whole world turned their back to you. You start to question, who really are you? This question affects your self-construal. It is how you believe about yourself. There are two kinds of self-construal. The interdependent, when you believe in yourself the way others believe in you. And the independent construal, when you believe in yourself without the opinion of others. In this study, we will find out if the young professionals in San Pablo do have FOMO and this FOMO affect their self-construal.
So, theoretical framework. This theoretical underpinnings of this study is introduced by Ryan and Denchi, who developed the self-determination theory or SDT, which FOMO was conceptualized and applied by Zylsky et al. So, theoretical framework. This study is based on the self-construal theory which is built on the basic assumption that individuals differ in the way that they define and make meaning of themselves and concerning others. In addition, according to Marcus and Kitayama of 1991, there are two distinguishable self-construal theory. First, we have the independent self-construal or INSC, and the second one which is the interdependent self-construal or inter-SC. And also, according to verywellmind.com, self-determination theory suggests that people are motivated to grow and change by the three innate and universal psychological needs. And also, this theory suggests that people are able to become self-determined to be able to use to competence, communication, and autonomy of
Conceptual framework. This figure may shows the input process and the output process. We will get the level of fear of missing out and self-construal of the young professional in San Pablo City. And we will also like to know if there is a significant correlation between the level of FOMO and self-construal among the young professional in San Pablo City. At ang data na magagathered namin would be a basis for the development of the intervention program that would help the young professional in San Pablo City. Statement of the problem. The main problem of this study is to understand the level of fear of missing out and the level of self-construal among young professionals living in San Pablo City, and to find whether they have relationship and use it as a basis to create an intervention program. It specifically seeks to answer the following questions. Number 1, ano ang level ng fear of missing out or FOMO among the young professional of San Pablo City? Number 2, what is the level of self-control among the young professional in San Pablo City in terms of independent control and interdependent control? Number 3, is there any significant relationship between the level of fear of missing out and the level of self-control among the young professional in San Pablo City? Number 4, based on the findings of the study, what program may be? And the hypothesis of this study is kung meron bang significant or wala bang significant relationship between the level of fear of missing out and the level of self-control among the young professionals in San Pablo.
In significance of the study, the researcher will conduct the study to know what the connection of FOMO and the self-control is. Like for example, the young professionals, parents, school, community, and the future researchers. In young professional, they are the focus of this study, because the fact that will be gathered in this study will be used like amelioration of community-based intervention program na makakatulong po sa mga young professional to have a self-construal and to avoid from FOMO kahit na gumagamit na sila ng social media. And also, the parents can teach their children to have a proper self-construal. Sa parents naman po, sila po yung makakatulong to know the significant effect of using social media that may lead to FOMO, because it's based on the gathering data, it serves as warning to use social media para din maturuan kung paano gumamit nito with limits. The connection of FOMO and the self-construal in school, they inform the students about the profound effect of too much use of social media. Sa school naman po, dito rin po na ipapakita o na ipapalaganap ang awareness on how to use or to use the limits of social media. And also, the school will be equipped how to teach the students how to use to have a good self-construal.
Scope and limitation in this study will focus on the level of form and self-control, whether interdependent or independent. Participants will be selected snowball sampling technique. Focus in this study with young professionals currently live in San Pablo, employed at the age of 20 to 35 years old.
For the definition of terms, we include the fear of missing out or FOMO, independent construal, interdependent construal, self-construal, and young professionals. Chapter 2: Research Methodology. Research Methodology. Here, we will talk about research design, respondents of the study, research instrument, data gathering, and statistical treatment for data.
The researcher will use a standardized test to describe the level of FOMO and self-control among young professionals in San Pablo City. The researcher will utilize statistical analysis to see if there's a significant correlation between the level of self-control and their professional aptitude. Respondents are those individuals who complete a survey or interview to the researcher or who provide data to be analyzed for the research study. Meaning, sa respondents namin na 20 to 35 years old, sila yung kabilang sa young professionals or who have FOMO and self-control. Bakit nga ba 20 to 35 years old ang napili naming age na respondents? Because 20 ay yung mga young professional who or fresh graduate na pasok talaga sa respondents namin. And 35 kasi pasok pa din yung age na yun sa mga young professionals. And the type of questionnaire that we use is FOMO scale and self-control scale. And we use frequency, distribution, and percentage. Research instrument. In this study, there are two instruments, the fear of missing out scale. The researcher measured the young professional by FOMO using by fear of missing out scale. Use Likert scale and snowball sampling technique. Self-control scale. There are 30 items to measure how people view themselves concerning other. The researcher compute the score of each respondent. The first average and the second one is interdependent subscale of all items.
The purpose of this study is for the researchers to know if there's a correlation between fear of missing out and self-control among the young professionals in San Pablo. And the result of this study is gonna be the basis for the community-based intervention program.